I'm Dave, the host and co-creator of Dopey, the amazing podcast on drugs, addiction, and dumb shit. Everyone has been saying I should start making YouTube videos, so I figured we'd start with something I know nothing about, the Daily Reflections. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, but I know it's gonna be great. Trust me.
Good morning, Dopey. Your favorite podcast. Now make YouTube show. Good morning, Dopey.
Oh, good morning, Dopey. Welcome to Good Morning, Dopey. I'm just hanging out reading the Daily Reflections, getting ready for the program. And I hope you guys are doing well. I'm just kicking back, lights are on, reading the Daily Reflections, drinking some gum-infused water, and having a good old time. This is Good Morning Dopey, where we take a shallow yet incredibly intensive and extensive dive into the book of Daily Reflections in bite-sized, easy-to-digest chunks. And maybe you'll learn something, maybe you'll have a laugh, and maybe you'll just, have contempt for me and the program. Any of those things are possible. And before we get to day 5 and December 5, the 5th day of December, and as we know, the Daily Reflections every month corresponds to a step in the 12-step program. The 12th month being December correlates to the 12th step of having had a spiritual awakening. As a result of these steps, we tried to carry this message to alcoholics and to practice these principles in all our affairs. And today, and before we get any further on in this thing, I want to make the disclaimer that this is just for entertainment, just for good times, maybe to keep you company, maybe to give you a new state of consciousness, but we are not affiliated with the Daily Reflections or any 12-step fellowship or program, including Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, Cocaine Anonymous, Sex and Love Anonymous, fucking Marijuana Anonymous, which might be my favorite 12-step fellowship. And we would like for you guys to participate in this by either sending me an email to dopeypodcast@gmail.com, or even easier, just to leave a comment in the comments section. I feel like there's a hair in here. I don't know. Or there's some like weird hair. The light is so bright that I see phantom hairs. It's like bizarre. There's something wrong with my eyes also. I go to meetings on the beach, right? And it's very bright. And I'll look at people and I'll see, you know how like our eyes are full of fluid, and like I see the inside of the lens of my eye and the fluid kind of just floating down. Or if I move my eyes in one direction or the other, I see the fluid follow. So I feel like there's something bad happening with my eyes, although it is a very psychedelic effect. Anyway, December 5th, a new state of consciousness. That's what it's called, a new state of consciousness. He has been granted a gift which amounts to a new state of consciousness and being. And that is, of course, from the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions book, page 107. Many of us in AA puzzle over what is a spiritual awakening. I myself have puzzled over this question. I tended to look for a miracle, something dramatic and earth-shattering. I did too. But what usually happens is that a sense of well-being, a feeling of peace, transforms us into a new level of awareness. That's what happened to me. My insanity and inner turmoil disappeared, and I entered into a new dimension. You hear that, Howie?
Of course I
What
know.
did I say?
Something about...
What was the last word I said?
Said something about insanity and a new dimension.
A new dimension.
New dimension of insanity.
No. My insanity. You really are paying attention.
I am.
My-
I said insanity.
My
I'm going to go to sleep.
My insanity. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm just very relaxed on the couch.
This is your new period of serenity? Just pay attention. My insanity and inner turmoil disappeared, and I entered into a new dimension of hope, love, and peace. And I think I can make fun of this with Howie as he falls into a new dimension of slumber on the couch. He's got like a blanket. He's got a pillow. I don't even know why Howie's here. Like, it's like he's not an alcoholic. He's not in recovery. He's just like a fan of affliction somehow. Anyway, I don't know. I can make fun of this all I want. All I know is this, that on Friday, I was a fucking mess. Fucking mess, okay? Check this out. On Friday morning, I get on the Long Island Railroad to go to the city at 5 in the morning or something stupid. At 5 at night, I come home and I'm devastated, destroyed, insane, in turmoil, hating my life, just up to my eyeballs in stress and misery. And when I get on the train, the Long Island Railroad has blocked my ticket wallet. They blocked me.
What does that mean?
It means they made it so that I buy my ticket on the phone. I buy like 10 tickets at a time, or I buy a month at a time.
You have a flip phone?
No, I buy it on my iPhone. And fucking, I went to use the ticket and it said I couldn't use it and it was blocked. And I was like, how could they do this? You know what? And it turns out they blocked me, one of their best customers, because I wasn't activating the ticket in a prompt manner. I was often buying the ticket when the conductor got to me, because I'm like, I'm the king of the train. I take my shoes off. I put my feet up. I'm like Mr. Comfortable on the train.
God, I hate people like you on the train.
Why?
Take your shoes off on a train? What are you, an animal?
Isn't it better to take your shoes off than put your shoes on the seat across from you?
It's better not to do anything. Just keep your shoes on like a human being.
I live on this train. It's like it's my house.
You're making me...
That's what Sam said. Sam was very, very upset about this. But the point is, I was fucking pissed, and then I called them. I called them from the train. I got disconnected. And then she said, let me look. And I said, okay. And then this is the other thing. The other thing is that my phone doesn't know who I am. My phone thinks I'm Dan Kaufman, this kid I went to summer camp with. Did you know this?
What are you talking about?
My phone thinks I'm Danny Kaufman. My phone, when I say, let me give you my number, you know how like if you say to somebody in a text, let me give you my number, your phone is going to give you your number. When I tell someone that, my phone gives Danny Kaufman's number.
Why is Danny Kaufman on your...
And if I say, and he's in my contacts, and also you know how your iPhone has a picture of you as you? My picture is Danny Kaufman. And when I say I'm going to send an email, it's Danny Kaufman's email. And when I get a receipt from the Long Island Railroad, guess who gets the receipt?
Danny Kaufman.
Danny Kaufman. So I assume they're blocking me because they're finally realizing that I'm not Danny Kaufman. But so I wrote Danny and I was like, did you get a receipt saying they were going to block my shit? And he was like, no.
Was he like, who is this?
He's like, he thought it was himself. No, Danny, months ago, Danny wrote me and he said, why is the Long Island Railroad sending me your receipts? And I said, I meant to tell you, the Long Island Railroad, my phone thinks I'm you. Isn't that horrible? That's how you know you're nobody, when your phone thinks you're somebody else. Your phone. My phone.
Point of the story.
Oh, the point of the story is that I call up the Long Island Railroad and they tell me, and it says your ticket is blocked, call this number, okay? And I call them and they say, no, you need to write an email. And I said, okay. They give me the Long Island Railroad email address, and I said, well, what do I need to write an email for? And they said, you need to tell the Long Island Railroad that you're going to activate your ticket before you get on the train. Like it's like a punishment email.
So from now on, you have to inform them that you're going to ride the train tonight.
No, not every day. I had to do this one time. Oh. And then they didn't respond. And then the conductor comes up to me and I felt so guilty. I like have a heart to heart with the conductor and I'm like, I don't know.
Conductor who doesn't give a shit about it.
She loves me. No, I live on this train. I ride the same train every day, twice. You know? It's like, anyway, the conductor said, well, Dave, you know, we don't like to take the time. I understand, but at the same time, blah, blah, blah. She goes, in the morning, go early, buy a paper ticket, and then they'll unblock you. and I'm pissed. And in the morning, I look at the thing, and I'm still blocked, and I'm fucking pissed. So as I'm walking, it's 5 a.m. as I'm walking to buy the paper ticket. I write the Long Island Railroad a new email. I will activate my ticket before I get on the train. All right. And then I wrote nasty stuff like, I'm going to write my local politician. This is the way I text, by the way, with one hand and my thumb. I say, I'm going to write my local politician. I'm going to write my local media. But then I erased all that stuff. And I said, I will activate my ticket before I sit on the train. And then I buy the paper ticket for $28, Howie.
One
round trip ticket.
$28?
$28. So they're chastising me. I spent thousands of dollars on the Long Island Railroad. Thousands.
You're obviously not using it correctly.
What do you mean?
You're not using the Long Island Railroad correctly. You're supposed to be activating your ticket in advance, and that's not wasting the guy's time.
Exactly.
The woman's time.
So I buy the paper ticket, and then when I get to the platform, I get an email back, and they've unblocked my account. And they said, make sure you do this correctly. So I did it really fast, and I showed them the thing, and I didn't use the paper ticket. And then on the way home, I take my shoes off, and I put my bag down, and I do all that stuff. And the conductor who I had the heart-to-heart with yesterday comes up to me, and I realized I forgot to activate the ticket. I forgot. So I had the paper ticket, so I had to use the paper ticket.
What is the point of activating the ticket? What does that say? I'm going to use the ticket now? Don't they know that you're on the train?
Exactly. I know. It's because what I'm going to do from now on is buy the monthly. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to...
What does that do?
Then you just have to activate it for the month, and you just show them the monthly. You don't have to... I buy 10 tickets at a time.
You can't do that.
Yeah. Got to buy the monthly. What is the point of the story? You want to know?
What is the point of the story?
All right. I don't remember. Because I was insane and full of turmoil. And then Saturday I went to a meeting. Sunday I went to a meeting. Today I went to a meeting. And now I'm in that new dimension, which is, okay, I think the degree to which I continue to experience this new dimension is in direct proportion to the serenity, depth, and devotion with which I practice the 12 Steps of A.A. My point is that when I am dialed into the spirit, and that is forget activating the ticket or not activating the ticket. When I am dialed into the spirit, I don't hate the bureaucrats of the Long Island Railroad. Maybe I do, but I don't get as upset about it. There is peace to be had if I do the next right thing. Like with the ticket, the next right thing is to be respectful of what they want and not be defiant, not take my shoes off, all that stuff. And if I live like that, I will have this inner peace that is promised. I don't know if I got off the beaten path with this Long Island Railroad ticket story and Danny Kaufman. And Danny, if you're watching this, I hope everything is well with you. Anyway, leave a comment. I hope you get my point. Howie, did you get the gist of that?
No, I still don't understand. I'm up to December 1st.
But I'm saying, do you understand why I brought up the Long Island Railroad story?
Yeah, because you got incensed that you were doing the wrong thing and they called you out.
Yeah, so you understood. So if you do the right thing, you'll probably be rocketed into a new dimension of serenity. Thank you, Howard. Thank you, Dopey Nation. Thank you, new viewers, listeners, subscribers, whoever you are. Stay strong, Dopey Nation. Activate your fucking ticket, and toodles for Chris.